Alright, today we're at a junkyard. We're going to salvage this TDI engine and maybe throw it in the Rabbit. I don't know, we'll see. What's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of SB's Auto. Today we are not going to be pulling an engine from the junkyard as it had 289,000 miles, and that's a little bit more than we want for the kind of project that we were thinking. So we're back in the shop and I'm a little stuck, and let me show you why. Okay, so I'm a little stuck on this panel here, and the reason I'm stuck is I think I got overzealous when I first started this project. I had bought these repair panels and I thought, oh, I'll just cut the whole thing out. On hindsight, which is always 20/20, right? I think that I should not have cut out all of that. Should have just cut out the areas here where the real damage was, front and rear on this, and then there was some here. If I had just cut some of this out, it would have been a lot easier. My problem is now that there's some kind of, I don't know what it is, some kind of sealant or something there that runs in this channel, and if I try to weld, let's focus again here, if I try to weld this area, it's going to melt that, it's going to contaminate my weld, and that's not going to work very well, I don't think. So I'm looking for some advice. Maybe somebody out there can help me if I should cut higher. There is about, I'd say about in this area there seems to be a pillar that runs across. So if you look at this side, this part you can access, so I can clean that up. And then there's a pillar here, but underneath this panel, I can't get to the back side of that at all. So I'm a little concerned about warping with heat and not being able to get a dolly back there. So some advice would be great. If anybody knows the best method about this, and if anybody knows what that sealant is, where to get it, or what the purpose is, that would be great. But don't fear, the junkyard trip was not complete loss. We did acquire a turbo from the Saab, and the idea is to choo-choo my Toyota. So the last video you guys saw, I did take this, kind of introduced it, not really. I drove it and got the part that I needed. But this is my daily. This is a 1982 Toyota diesel pickup. These are pretty rare in the US. So if anybody's familiar with this, this is the 2.2 diesel engine. The Indestructible truck from Top Gear had this engine. So it is solid. This thing will run forever. Currently it has a little over 102,000 miles on it. I'll show you that in a sec. But I got it with 78, I think, thousand miles. And there is plenty of room to put a turbo in here. So a future project, hopefully. So you can see this thing has just about 103,000 miles now. Should go forever, but a little gutless and would like to have a little bit more power. Not sure if that turbo will work, but it's came off a 2.3 liter. This is a 2.2 liter. I realize it's gas versus diesel, but I'm not looking to pound boost into this. I'm just looking to give it a little pep. You guys have seen this Jetta before if you watched my channel. The steering rack replacement on this. But this died on Jeremy on the highway, and let me show you what we found out in here. So we tore the head off to inspect. We were hoping maybe just a bent valve or something, and here's what we found. We found a piston with a giant hole in it. Let me pull this chunk of something, looks like a chunk of piston, out of there. And that's not supposed to look like that. So now I'm in the market for an ALH TDI engine to hopefully get this back on the road. Let me give you a little glimpse of what that did to this head over here. So you can see there that valve disintegrated and put a nice hole through that piston and essentially probably ruined this engine. Okay, so hopefully somebody out there will have some good advice for me on how to address that wheel arch. In the meantime, I think I'm going to try to fabricate a metal brake so that I can make some 90-degree bends and work on the back of the bus. So this area here, that is mostly plug welds. I don't have to do long, beautiful welds, but I do need to be able to bend 90-degree bends. So the idea is to fabricate a metal brake. I think I will film that next time, share that with you. Hopefully in the meantime somebody has some answers or some advice for me. So that's what I spent my week doing. So I didn't get much done on the bus. In fact, I didn't get anything done on it except for some questions. So hopefully somebody out there can help me out, maybe give me some answers. Maybe somebody has an engine that they just are wanting to get rid of real quick, hopefully close to Utah. And so anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe down below as always. You can follow us on the FaceTubes and on the Instagram, SB's Auto, and we'll see you next time.